Hi everyone and welcome. My name is Christy. I am the head trainer and nutritionist at 68 Fitness, and today we're going to talk about nutrition labels. So how to read the front and also how to read the back and also how to compare products. So when you go into the grocery shop, there is products everywhere, and I'm sure everyone always has the best intention to buy the healthiest products for themselves and their families. But really, how do you know if this is healthier or this one is better or even this one? There are so many products to choose from and they come in such colorful, pretty packages, and how do you really know which is the healthiest one? So only about 50% of consumers actually know how to read a nutrition label and get the correct information that they're looking for. So all prepackaged food must come with a nutrition label, and it must meet strict requirements to actually have that information displayed on the packet. When you take an item and you turn it to the back and it has ingredients, it must be listed in weight order. So whichever ingredient is listed at the top or first in the list is the largest amount per weight, and then it must descend in weight order from there. So the smallest amount or the lightest ingredient will be at the bottom of the list. So any allergens must be clearly displayed on the packet. So if it includes gluten, nuts, or dairy, it must be all displayed so the consumer can see exactly what they're eating. So any preservatives used in the manufacturing of the product must also be listed on the packet, but these may be listed as either a name, a number, or their function. So it could be listed as an acidity regulator, or it might have just a number that says something like 260. The product must also have the origin of the ingredients, so where the ingredients were sourced from, and also the country that the product was manufactured in. You'll also see the method of production, especially in animal related products, so things like if it's cage-free or grass-fed. Organic ingredients or natural might mean that there's no artificial preservatives or flavorings in the manufacturing of the product. And two other very important labels on packaging are their expiration date or their best before date, and also their storage conditions. So all food products will have a total weight. So this yogurt is 907 grams and it contains 5 servings per tub of yogurt. So each serving is 435 kilojoules or 104 calories. So nutrition labels must have per serving, and they also must have per 100 grams. And each of those columns must contain the energy or the calories in the food, the protein, fat. Now they only have to list saturated fat if the product includes saturated fat. They don't have to list any good or healthy fats, but generally that is the difference between the total fat and saturated fat. So for example, the total fat is 0.4 grams per serve in this tub of yogurt, and the saturated fat is only 0.2. So without listing any good or unsaturated fats, we can work out that 0.4 minus 0.2 is a difference of 0.2. So there is 0.2 grams of healthy fat and there is 0.2 grams of unhealthy fat. The label must also list the carbohydrates, and it must also break down into sugars. If the product contains fiber, this will also be listed under the carbohydrates or next to the carbohydrates, because fiber is a carbohydrate. It must also list the amount of sodium contained in the product, and it is optional, but the product can list any vitamins and minerals that are either naturally occurring in the product or that have been fortified and added to the product. Now the product will also give a serving size, so each serving size is 181.4 grams. So the total tub was 907, we divide that by the 5 servings, and that's where you get the 181 grams per serve. Now products also must contain per 100 grams, and the purpose of this is if you wanted to decide whether this cereal is healthier than this cereal, you're not going to use the per serving, you want to use the per 100 grams, because this cereal, the serving size is 45 grams and this serving size is 40 grams. So although they are close, they're not going to give the exact comparison. So if you use the per 100 grams, you will be able to equally tell whether this product or this product is better than the other one. So it means when you put the two products side by side and you look at the per 100 gram column, you'll be able to compare each of the different nutrient values of the product and work out which one is better for you. And this is also why they must have the carbohydrates, the proteins, the saturated fat, and sodium and things like that. And you need to be able to go column by column and work out which product is the product that you would like to choose. Now some products like these two might actually have an additional column, and it gives the nutrient value if it was served. For example, these are using with milk. So it has a per serving if you ate it dry. It also has per serve with half a cup of skim milk, and then it has per 100 grams as well. So this one has 3 columns, and that way you can also compare, because the nutrient value sometimes in products is higher than what it is actually in the box, because most of these products do need to be prepared with things like milk or other ingredients. Another thing that you will see on packets as well is the percent daily intake per serving. So if your total calorie intake is 2,000 calories for the day, if you ate a serving of this product, it gives you a percentage of what that would be. So this product here says your dietary fiber is 18%. So you would need to consume 100% of your daily intake of fiber, and eating one serving of this product here is going to give you 18% of your 100 that you need to get for the day. Now you will also see on the front of packets, this one here has a 5 health star rating. So the health star rating is a calculation based on all of the good that the product has and all of the bad. So if it has added sugar, the rating goes down. If it has added fiber, the rating goes up. So it gives a balanced rating. So for people who aren't so familiar with reading nutrition labels, if you don't want to look at all the confusing information, you can simply grab 2 products side by side, read their health star rating. You can see this one has a health star rating of 4.5 and this one has a health star rating of 5. So overall, this product slightly rates better than this product, although 4.5 is still a pretty good score. Now also the health star rating does tell you if it is a healthy product, but it doesn't necessarily tell you that this is a complete product. So eating this product here is a healthy whole grain food product, but it also is not complete. It is missing proteins and it is missing healthy fats. So if you prepared this meal with some milk and maybe some nuts and seeds or other grains, then this would make the meal more complete. So you'll probably find something like this on the back here. It says serving suggestion. This is now making the meal more complete. If you have this as a snack with some fruit and you've got a healthy sandwich, a whole grain brown sandwich over here, this makes this product more complete. Now, other things that you'll see on packets is their health claims. So this one is saying that is high in fiber, 21% of your daily intake of fiber. So that's 1/5 of your fiber intake per serving. This one here, this is claiming organic, only 3 ingredients. It's got its 5 health star rating, and it also says plant power, vegan energy goodness. So this is also suggesting that this food is suitable for vegan. Now, when a product claims that is high in fiber, there is different regulations or different criteria that they must meet. So things might say contains fiber or added fiber, high in fiber, excellent source of fiber. Those different wording, actually, they need to have different criteria that they meet. So excellent source of fiber is the top one, and they must have at least 7 grams of fiber per serving to write excellent source, and then the list goes down here. Now this applies to all things. So when it says things like high in protein, low sugar, low fat, all of those things, they must meet different criteria to be able to put that label on the food product. So let's take our all-bran cereal for example. The ingredients here is whole grain wheat, 40%, so 40% of the product, which is the largest amount of the product, is going to be whole grain wheat. Wheat bran is 26%. Sugar is the 3rd ingredient, so the 3rd by weight. So this means it has added sugar. Almonds are 5%, honey is 3.5%, so again that's an added sugar. It is a natural source of sugar compared to the other one that just says sugar, which is a refined sugar. Barley malt extract is another version of a sweetener. Molasses, another version of a sweetener. Salt, natural flavoring. Minerals, which contain iron and zinc oxide. Vitamins, which include niacin, which is B3, vitamin B6, riboflavin, which is B2, and folate. So this is the total list of ingredients. So this product has a few different versions of added sugar. So let's take our other one over here. Let's look at these ingredients. So this one contains organic whole grain wheat at 88%, organic sugar, and natural flavor. So assuming the natural flavor is not going to be very heavy by weight, the organic sugar is the 2nd ingredient, but it does only contain 3 ingredients, which is what they have listed on the front here. You can probably assume that even though it's organic sugar, it is still sugar and still has the same effect on the body. 88%, that leaves 12%, so you can probably assume that most of that 12% is gonna be sugar. So if we move up to the top of the packet where we have the nutrition label, this says here 3.9 grams of sugar per serving, and each serving is 45 grams. So 3.9 grams of that 45 grams is sugar. So naturally, when you go shopping at the shop, the first thing you see is the front of the packet, and they usually put all the colorful pictures and they put their nutrient claims and everything on the front of the packet. So this is the first thing the consumer sees, and this is the first impression that you get from a product. Now, the look and the feel of the packet generally has an audience they're kind of targeting. So this type of product is focused towards the very health conscious people, or people who are looking for a healthy food product. It's got the charcoal kind of color, you know, it's got the fresh apple, the drizzle of caramel and things like that on the front. This one is a little bit more plain. You've also got kids foods, are always got cartoon characters and their favorite characters and pictures and things all over the front. So packets have different target audience. So manufacturers also pay for placement on shelves. So you'll see the most popular products right in the middle of the shelf at eye level, and you'll find other products that are a little bit less known or sometimes more expensive, either right up the top or right down the bottom. So as you walk down the aisle, you're very focused on the middle of the aisle, and first impressions, hopefully they are trying to get you to buy that product. Also with the back of this one, you can see that they've made this really sort of trendy health conscious, fitness fanatic sort of meal here, where all these jars and everything are in fashion at the moment. So let's just pretend that you get a $2,000 paycheck every day and you can spend that money on whatever you want. So really the best thing you want to do is buy the best quality products or things that you can buy, but also buy the largest amount that you can get yourself for $2,000. The same happens with calories. If you've got 2,000 calories to use for the day, you want to get as much food, or the largest amount of food that you can get for 2,000 calories that is going to give you the most nutrients that you can get. So when you spend your calories on what they call calorie dense foods or calorie heavy foods, that's going to kind of like take a big chunk of your money and leave you with not very much. But it's also, you know, it's kind of like wasting your money. So what I'm trying to say is spend your calories wisely, and if you're someone who is not sure where your calories are going or what you're actually getting for the calories that you're spending or using, then get yourself an app. An app that I like to use is Easy Diary. It's very, very effective, and it'll also give things like sodium and stuff like that. So you can add up all the different foods that you're eating for the day, and it will give you a running tally for the day to see what you're actually consuming and what you're actually spending your calories or your money on. But overall, my take-home message here is when you actually do walk into the grocery shop or the supermarket and you're faced with this whole aisle of foods, what foods do you actually pick? Like, how do you actually determine whether this cereal is better than this cereal? So the first thing you're going to do when you walk down the supermarket or grocery store and you're having a look at the different food products, so what I'm going to tell you now does apply to every product. It's not just cereal. This is just what I have here, for example, for today. So you're going to be naturally drawn to a product that appeals to you. So whether it be the design or the style or the colors, you're going to find yourself attracted to products that sort of like suit what you're looking for. So first thing, have a look, is there any health claims? What is the health star rating? And also, what is the purpose of the product? Are you adding this product to other foods? Is it gonna be part of your breakfast, or is it gonna be your entire breakfast? So once you've decided on a few packets that you're interested in having a look, turn them over and have a look at servings per 100 grams and compare them. Now, don't fall into the trap of always choosing the lowest calorie option. That is not gonna help you, because remember, calories is what gives you energy, and calories, to get good stuff, you actually need to consume calories, and that is okay. Like I said, this one here is higher in calories than this one. Protein, this one contains 6.5 grams and this one contains 10.3 grams of protein. So almost double the amount of protein in this one. Total fat, this one here has 6.5 grams and this one here has 0.7 grams of fat. Saturated is 0.9 and 0.1. So far I would say that this product is doing better than this one. Carbohydrates 29.9, carbohydrates 30.3. So they're both mainly a carbohydrate serving, so that's, you're not really going to get a low carbohydrate, so that's fine. Sugars is 8.9, sugars 3.9. Okay, dietary fiber, this one has 5, dietary fiber, this one has 5.4. Sodium 67 milligrams, sodium 2 milligrams, and this one also lists that it has 168 milligrams of potassium. So overall, of these two products, this product is definitely healthier than this product, but on its own, this one is going to be quite bland. So if you do It doesn't have to necessarily be a sandwich, but even if you ate this here with the, you know, serving size, for example, it's got the cereal, you could have some milk and some yogurt. You could also add almonds or other nuts and seeds. You could add in some chia seeds, flax seeds, anything like that. And this will really increase the nutritional value of this product. So that's just an example. The next video that we're bringing out is comparing nutrition labels. So I'm going to go into a lot more depth of how you can compare them and also give you a lot more detail of how they break down sugars and things like that and put them in. But just for this video, I just wanted to introduce you to reading nutrition labels. So take that information that I've given you and just start being, I guess step one is just being familiar with things. Understanding is your first step to moving forward with choosing healthier foods. So thanks so much for watching. I hope this video was useful in giving you some starting tips to how to read nutrition labels. So if you did like this video, give us a thumbs up, hit the subscribe button, and we've got more videos coming for you. The next video that we're releasing is comparing nutrition labels. So how to really get in detail of comparing different products so you can make better healthy choices for you and your family. But also check out these two videos over here. They're our most recent and most popular videos, and we have much more coming soon. So do make sure you subscribe, and we will see you all again in the next video. But for now, take care, and we'll see you next time.